Let's do the sequential analysis of the jump. So now we are here at the landing phase. So let's go back to the origination of the movement. So, and let's see this in the kind of sequential animation, how it all goes. Here we are. Step one, lowering down the center of mass, right? So you see that's the step one. Step one. We see the way how the shoulder girdle reacts and how the leg shape is changing, really very, very clear between the before and after. Yeah. So now, phase two, from lowering center of mass, actually going into the spring, that was loading the spring, now the spring release. So that would be the jump. Again, what we can see here is very obvious contrast between the two. So it's the ease of jumping, it's the height of the clearance for the heels, is the participation of the feet, it's the position of the arms. But on both occasions we can see that still there is this sinking component at the waistline, although it has reduced a lot, right? So that's this transition. Now, that's not complete airborne, right? So you see now we are looking at the airborne phase, although of course it's not that much of the airborne, but we still see that it's just a kind of minimal touch on the ground, so that will be considered the airborne phase, the flying phase, right? So the flying phase shows the most remarkable difference, the reaction of the arms, as we already saw, the external rotation of the legs, the clarity of the shoulder girdle, and the freedoms which appeared at the neck with the shoulder girdle descent, right? And then, of course, also the pelvic girdle evolution. And now, that's the final phase of the jump. That's from airborne to landing. And that's exactly what we see, that not much of the airborne, but enough as the landing gets more intense and the reaction force really kind of spreads through the body, because when you were in the air, right, so you see you were just flying, and now then you land, and then there's a reaction force proportional to your weight, which kind of comes upwards and has to be absorbed by the body, right? So that's where we can see this really pronounced twist. And on opposite, with the new one, we can see very nice improved landing. So, and then finally, that's the completion. And what we are seeing on both occasions is kind of insurance touch to the canes. But you also obviously see that the new one has a lot more reactions of the feet and the landing and the control of the heels, and then overall the wave that passes through the entire body.